Okay, so today I'm going to go over the framework and structure that me and my business partner are using right now to book 1 to 4 qualified appointments a day, only cold calling. This is a structure that you can apply to whatever it is that you're selling. We sell reputation management, we get reviews for local business owners, but this framework can be applied to any way that you go about creating a script for an offer that you're selling. Why cold call? Well, one, it's free. If you're brand new, it's going to be the fastest way for you to get clients. You don't have to sit around twiddling your thumbs after you send out a bunch of text messages or cold emails. It's an easy way to learn your customers' pain points, and you're going to develop a skill that's going to forever be able to provide for you, your family, your future. If you can just pick up the phone, face the fear, and talk to business owners, because it's really not that scary. And if you practice this, you will get better at it and forever have a free means of leveraging your time in a really powerful way to get more clients. Just to show you that I kind of know what I'm talking about, we started this business back in March is when we did our first outreach. It is August 3rd as of today. Last month we did 5,700 in monthly recurring revenue. So this is money that should come in every month if nobody cancels, which our service that we sell has a low churn rate. But I've been in sales for a decade. I'm not the best by any means, but this is working for us now. If you have ways that you go about this differently, please let me know in the comments. I'm trying to get better, but I hope to be of value to you here so that you can get some clients coming in now. So the intro, this is probably the most important thing because this is going to set the tone for the rest of the call. So what are we focusing on in the intro? One, your vibe. My channel, what I talk about here a lot is that sales is a transference of energy. And you have to be able to understand that however you feel when you call them, the prospect's going to pick up on that. It's in your tonality, it's the words you're saying, but your overall state is very important. Before I cold call, I really try to psych myself up. I play good music, I jump around, I have a standing desk, and a lot of the times I'm moving to get my energetic state at a place where I'm confident in myself, confident in the thing that I'm selling. Now, this can take time, but overall, you have to raise your vibrational state. And it's not woo-woo. It's just this idea that you need to be in a good mood. Your tonality, we don't want to speak too fast. I see a lot with new reps that they're speaking very quickly because they're nervous, which I get. And also, if you just call, if you just keep calling, you're going to get better at it. It's going to be less nerve-wracking. Some days still, I'll get a little bit nervous beforehand, but to be honest, after the first 2-3 answers, you're going to be fine. So slow down, speak with some vibrato in your tonality. So you can tell if I talk up here, it's harder to hear me. But if I shift my voice to speaking from my stomach, there's more vibration, there's more power behind my words. So play with that. That takes time. But so I want to just in the beginning, I want to get a yes or a positive response to just right off the bat. So, I'll repeat back to them oh, hey, is this ABC business? That they're like, yes. Or, how are you doing today? I still use that. People say it might not be a good thing to do, but if they say, hey, this is John, I'll be like, hey, John, this is Frank. How are you doing today? Cool. Start off in a good tone, move forward. You're also going to be able to determine where they're at emotionally. That way you can adapt the rest of your pitch to their energetic state. Because if they're down here, you need to meet them where they're at and then slowly bring them up throughout these different layers of the process. So after that, I use a permission-based opener. Again, there's debate on this, but this is just what I'm doing now. So it's an easy yes or an easy way to get them to permit you to then say the rest of what you're going to say. If they are genuinely it's a bad time for them, it's dude, I'm on a job right now. I'm actually doing work. I'd rather be okay, quickly then, can I do 20 seconds and you let me know if it's worth a call back? It's going to tell me where they're at so I can gauge the rest of my pitch to the situation. And then also, if it is a good time for them, they're going to be more open to hear you out. So it gives you time and also qualifies where they're at. Value proposition, this is just us describing our service very quickly to the point in a way that is going to be persuasive. So quickly, you want to get to the point as quickly as possible and also just speak at a very simple level, at a 5th grade reading level. So when I started this, I was saying, hey, we integrate into your CRM to automate the process for you to get more reviews on demand. Like avoid words that's like you maybe as a marketer or someone that's in like the AI space or you build websites, avoid like buzzwords like jargon. You want everyone to be able to understand where you're at. That you see this actually like the most powerful political campaigns, the people that win speak at a very simple level so they can reach the widest amount of people for them to understand. Sales is you're just trying to communicate and have them understand what you're saying. So I also tailor it to them to make it benefit driven. So I tailor it to them, meaning like, so we get reviews. So I'll be like, hey, I saw you had 20 reviews online, which tells me you're doing good business and you could get some more. If you're building a website, hey, I come across your website, saw it wasn't working, or, that it seemed to be, kind of old. I just wanted to see if you're looking to update that, whatever. If you're doing Facebook leads, it's like, like how, I saw you or content. You'd be like, hey, I saw this post on your LinkedIn or on your website. Make it tailored to them so they feel like you've done some research that's going to help you moving forward, and make it benefit driven. So for us, I'll say we get you more reviews so you can get more calls and more people trust you. Right? Those are the end results that we're really selling. Open-ended question. This is super important. So the open-ended question is getting them to talk. I see a lot of guys ask a lot of yes or no questions. So I put no, yes, no here, meaning no yes or no questions. Don't say, do you have a process in place to get reviews right now? No. Like, cool, the conversation's dead. Now you got to keep talking. I like to ask questions like, how are you going about getting reviews right now? If you're selling Facebook ads, like, how are you bringing in new business? One, it's going to get them talking so that they feel they're a part of the conversation and you're not just bulldozing them. And two, you're going to be able to gather data of their situation to then better tailor the rest of your spiel to their needs to help them solve their problem or determine if they're not really a good fit, which I'll talk about here in a second. Get them talking, build off the first thing they say, show who they are and their problem. Yes, so we want to tailor it and get them talking. System walkthrough. So this is I basically really quickly I just describe what it is we're offering in a way that's not just benefit driven, but actually like the features. I do this really short. I don't want to spend too much time on this on the cold call, but just tell them how it works to justify the concept. So, what we do is we send out personalized images and we do a charity donation for you to get more reviews. So you have a higher chance of people leaving you a review online. If you do Facebook ads, you could just say we create this high converting ad for you by using an offer to grab attention. Just say something so they can imagine in their head what it is that you do and maybe make it different from other guys that are doing it. Whatever your uniqueness is, like try to add your unique touch in there so that they feel that you're different and that they can see what you mean. So that's pretty simple there. Pullback, this is probably the most important because also on the system walkthrough, use the thing that's going to get them excited. Like get them excited or be like, oh, that is different. That is interesting. Because at that point, we're going to take it away from them with the pullback. This is a means of shifting the power dynamic. You've been selling them up until this point. And now with the pullback, we're taking back the power and having them basically justify why they should be a good fit for the product or service. Now for us, like this is really genuine. We need to know if they track their customer information, like first name, phone number, because if they don't, we can't help them. And two, we need to know how many people they've worked with in the past so we can get a proper number to show them what real results would be with our service. So ask questions here that are going to qualify them and go, hey, I don't know if this is a good fit for you. I wanted to ask you a couple things to see if we could even help you. How many customers have you worked with? Whatever those questions is for you, this is where you ask them. Shifting the power dynamic, taking some of that power back. And then they'll actually justify sometimes. Like one of the questions is like, yeah, how many people have you worked with? I'll have people be like, oh yeah, we've worked with a lot of people. And like it almost questions their ego a little bit too if you do it right. They'll kind of sell themselves to you a little bit. So last step here is the most important part, aside from the beginning, is the close. So the close, one, we want to book it within as soon as possible, at least 48 hours. Anything after that, it's going to be tough. Obviously, your follow-up game here is also really important. but try to book it as soon as possible. I use an option close, so I'll say, hey, does now or later today work better for you to hop on a quick Zoom call? I take the pressure off with a tip. So if you're a cold caller, they don't know who you are, like they're scared that they're going to hop on this Zoom call and they're just going to be bombarded because they don't have a lot of information. So what I'll say is I'll be like, hey, whether we work with each other or not, I'll give you some tips to get more reviews for your business. That way they feel that, one, it shows you're kind of detached from the result. Like, hey, we might not be a good fit for each other. That's okay, right? There's lots of people out there. And also that you're showing that you're going to give them value on that call. Restate the value. So on this call, I'm going to show you how we can get you more reviews, automate that process. If you're selling a website, I'll show you how, I've already built this website for you. I'll show you how it will make you more money. If you're selling Facebook ads, I'll show you how we get ads and how we can, 10x your lead volume with a simple video, whatever it is. And then question their commitment. So this is, I really like this. If you've gone through this whole process and they're saying yes, but you just get this feeling like they're not super committed or there's something they're not telling you because they're just trying to be nice. So I'll just straight up ask and be like, hey, shoot me straight. Is this something you actually do have some interest in? I don't want to waste each other's time if not. And their response to that is going to be like either, yeah, I'm actually not interested for these reasons, which then you can handle that objection, or it's, no, yeah, I actually am interested, and they'll sell themselves on it. They'll be like, yeah, I've been thinking about getting more reviews, or, my website does need improvement. I would like to check into that. You're going to get their real answer just simply by asking. Don't be afraid to lose the appointment by asking this question, because if you don't and you have that feeling, they're probably not going to show up anyway. So question their commitment, restate the value, take the pressure off, and then book that appointment, ideally for that day, the next day. So this is a basic framework. Again, I'm improving on this. If you guys, I'd love to hear how you guys go about cold calling. If you're someone that does this often, I really am trying to get better. And if you want to be a part of a community of people that are also cold calling, doing outreach to get clients for themselves, or if you work for a company or want to get into sales, there's a school community that's free, the Outreach Collective. We chat in there once a week on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific time, and just kind of powwow to share what's working. I do some sales training inside of there from my experience over a decade of sales and door-to-door sales. So I'd love to see you inside there. I'd love to meet you, get to know you better, and see how we can be of benefit to each other. Either way, I hope you have a fantastic day, and good luck on the calls. Talk to you soon. Peace.